purpose.
Welcome to the Real Shit Talkers. Ah. God damn. Was that an X's?
Ooh, you know it, boy.
Was that an X's?
You know it, boy. Check it out. Check it out right there.
See that?
Zero sugar.
Zero sugar.
X's right there. Got to bring it in. Finally,
Okay.
someone brought in some product. Today's energy drink would be black cherry cola. Let's taste it.
Let's think. What is that? How it tastes?
Ooh, gassy, yo, got me up. Actually, it's not that bad. I was talking shit on black cherry before.
I told you it wasn't bad.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, right?
I've been trying to tell you that for a minute. With that being said, when's your divorce? No, I'm just joking. It's your boys, Matt. You know, the dragon. Damn, these shit. It's catching everything. Oof, can't even do nothing. Matt, the motherfucking dragon.
Across from him, as always, Gentleman Jack. And today we have a guest, a reappearance, the
original.
There you go.
What's up, everybody? It's JuneBug. You already know what it is.
Yo, the original. He's from back in the dizzle. Yeah, he's been on some recent joint. You know, JuneBug, like I told everybody, it's an open table. You can come whenever you want. I don't give a damn.
I like
You know what I'm
it.
saying? Like, you family. It's family. And I'm going to knock somebody down. Like I did. Okay? Somebody had to ill step down.
Yeah.
Because I was like, we got JuneBug coming in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, can you turn my headphones down a little bit? It's crackling. Yeah, it's crackling.
I think that's one of the.
No, just down a little bit because it's starting to crackle a little bit in my ear. I'm not
I think something's moving, being hit, that's making that noise.
All right, so what were we talking about today, guys? Let's just talk. What are we talking about
It's
today?
JuneBug Day.
JuneBug came. You had an interesting conversation with me. You was like, yo, I want to talk about these I was like, we don't really do politics, right? And he was like, yeah, but I want to talk about these politics. So I was like, all right, I'll try my hand in this and see what's up.
I mean, it's not more of a political thing, but it's just the idea that this guy is running on. You know,
What idea?
so there's this guy named Andrew Yang, right? He's running for 2020. He's not. It's not a paid sponsorship, by the way. But
I wish we was being sponsored. Somebody.
You're talking
No,
about the universal
income, basic income.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, his idea is to give Americans, right, $1,000 every month with no strings attached to it. You can use those $1,000 to do whatever you want with it, but his idea is to make a trickle up economy. So basically, if I give you $1,000, right, it's supposed to at least, it's not gonna obviously, because people saying, oh, if you get $1,000, you give people $1,000 a month, like nobody's gonna want to work, nobody's gonna want to do anything. But at the end of the day, if we all can understand, $1,000 ain't shit.
Well, no, it's not that. Like I was actually listening to him recently too. It's not that they're giving you $1,000, but say you make $700,
Yeah.
then they'll supplement that and give you $300, so you get up to that $1,000. But in reality, like thousands isn't anything at all,
Yeah.
right? Because even then, simple math, real quick, so that people can see it as we're going through. So there's $1,000, and there's 4 weeks in a month on average. That's $250 a week, right? So divide that by $40. That's 40 hours. That's $6.25 per hour, technically, if you're not working, which is below minimum wage, which is below a living wage.
Yeah.
Right? So there's no way someone's going to want to not work just making the $1,000.
Exactly.
But it is a good idea because it would help out with, say, even if it wasn't, they give you the $1,000 cash, they give you $1,000 towards putting your kids into daycare. Like I have 2 kids, and for one kid, it's about $800 a month. Right, so there'll be $800 towards one, $200 towards the other. I'm only paying $600 towards my second kid, which would be great to help out. So even if it's not just you're not making enough, they just said here's $1,000, but it's for either putting your kids through school or through daycare so they can get to school and it's not being paid there, or something else that I would consider a need that some people can't afford.
So it's more about where they're gonna distribute this so-called $1,000 income to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so what was your strike for it?
I mean, when I heard about it, I mean, he makes a lot of sense when he said it, because at the end of the day, it is as me currently, I work I have a good job, right? But at the same time, me getting paid the amount I'm getting paid, I still have so many bills that I still have to pay back. And also, he wants to touch on the subject of, you know how we signed over people who go to school and they get into these, like, you know, student loans and things like that. He's like, it's unfair for some people because honestly, people want to go better their lives, but then they get stuck into this loop of paying back schools of this hidden fee or extra added interest and things like that. He's like, and then at the end of the day, it scares other people from going to pursue the education. You know, his big thing is also he sees the future. He knows what's gonna happen. We're gonna have automated trucks. We're gonna have automated stores. You know, we're already having self-checkout lanes, and these stores are also pushing people to go into the self-checkout. They're like having like one person monitor it, and then they're like, yo, like, you know, this line is full, but you guys should check out the self-checkout. You know what I mean? Even in restaurants, there's a McDonald's near mine. They have the self-checkout things inside the restaurant.
It's not only that. If you ever go to Applebee's, they already have you place the order right there. You really don't need a waiter or waitress. Yeah.
And I think that's like, he's like saying, all right, we're ignoring the big issue. He's seen, he has people, he knows people who create these automated things, right? So he's seen that they're already working on automated trucks. Now, once that happens, it's going to be a game changer for people who are in the trucking business. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, my bad for interrupting. There are automated trucks already.
Yeah, they are.
So, which is crazy too,
they're
because
not great though.
But what happens is, like Amazon at one point, I forgot what state it is, they purchased a side of the highway, right? They so there's 4 lanes for the typical human driving their vehicle, and then they have the trucker lanes for the trucks to be able to go by. Now, mind you, if all those trucks on the truck driving lane are all automated, there'd be 0 accident. It'd be more efficient. For truckers that I have friends of mine, you're only allowed to drive about 14 hours of the day. So that's another 10 hours where you can't be doing anything. An automated truck has no wait period at all. So it'll drive 24 hours of the day.
There's no telling about that type of technology yet because it has to be tested, and the ultimate test is if it's going to kill people, and then we got to figure that out first. It's like the same thing with the self-driving Teslas. They didn't figure out what the bugs were until somebody got hit by it.
You know, with there was a Google car, right? A self-driving Google car. Not even a Google car. I forgot the company that did it. It was a self-driving vehicle with the human override. It never got into an accident. And then finally it did, and the one time it did is when the human was in control of that vehicle. Okay. So with these vehicles, especially if they have their own highway next to ours, whether it's an underpass, overpass, could be right to the right, right to the left, wherever it is.
So all these vehicles we're gonna need more space to build extra highway, so we could put these automatic vehicles.
They've already started doing it though. Have you ever traveled down like the Garden State Parkway? You see lands on the side where it's empty because they're planning on widening it.
It's a real thing. Like for other people, they like think it's like a utopia, a distant utopia that's gonna happen. But it's actually, he even said it himself. It's actually a lot closer. There's actually factories currently that are run by robotics, like pure robotics. There was a big thing that he touches on, is that the reason why Trump got elected, right, was because of the big thing where all these in Illinois and I forgot where other places,
Iowa, Utah,
they've been shutting down these. They've been firing a lot of people from the factories and embracing the more automated thing, like these robots that just basically, you put in the SKU what you want to look for, and it'll find it. It'll bring you the whole shelf, and then you just look through it. It can lift up heavy shelves and things like that. And they're just trying to improve on that even more. Now, the big thing is, these people who are inventing these things, it's not that they want to like eliminate people as a whole, you know what I mean, and want to make robots the thing, but it's their job to build these kind of things, you know what I mean? So that's why they support Andrew Yang's like approach to giving money to people, like the $1,000 thing that he wanted to go for. And it's because it'll not only does it also, I'm agree, it does help with mental health. It does, because people, I think most things men stress about is providing for family and giving, making sure that their kids have their, the stuff that they need and things like that.
So let me ask you a question about that then.
Yeah.
So thinking about real estate, what will stop a real estate someone who has a lot of real estate from upping the price of their rent because of this automatic income. I mean, because at that point, that $1,000
there's already rent control there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you'll have to have rent control.
Yes. Yeah. They will, and then that's
now,
the thing.
like in private sections, it'd be difficult. Like if you rent someone a house from somebody, you won't be able to do it unless they're going through an association that's showing that they're renting the house and they're showing the income. Other than that, the contract you have when you sign a lease, you have, they say, all right, this is how much it is. You'll be paying this for the next 3 years, and after the 3 years are up, we'll increase it by $50 a month or $50 a year. Or $100 a year, all depending on the contract it is, until you re-sign the contract. And at that point, if you don't want to redo the lease, then you can get up and out.
Okay, so what you're saying is true. That's if you live there already. Now, what if you don't live there?
Then don't purchase it.
And then the person could put the price up to an extra couple $100.
But that might bite them in the ass in the end, because let's say you put up the price, right? And you want to, and I'm looking for a place to live. Now, if I'm going to think logically against my competitors, against people that I'm going to rent out to, right? The guy next door to me, let's say he's selling a house, like he's renting out a space for $1,600, right? Mm-hmm. People are going to be drawn to that. They're going to be like, all right, this and that. If he decides, oh, everybody's getting $1,000 more, maybe I can up the price more, right? Mm-hmm. I have to logically think, if I want to rent out my space really quick, I can have to undercut him and then think of that. You know what I mean?
Then you have to also think, okay, does the banks respect this $1,000? Because a lot of real estate is run by what the banks loan out. Yeah. Right.
Well, with that, really, with the banks, and this is what I love, especially now that you're looking into to buying the whole apartment. The banks would actually appreciate it more, because now that is a definite $1,000 that's coming to you.
It's like a safety net.
So just in case, say you're a couple $100 short, that $1,000 coming, like, all right, here's the extra couple $100. I don't have to worry about. I'm not going crazy for it. And on top of that,
so you're talking about a non-taxable $1,000.
They give it to you taxed already, whatever you want to say, but there's $1,000 that is going to be there.
So
no strings attached.
When in the history of any bank is when taxes are no longer involved?
Well, it's not a bank. This is through the federal government that'll be giving you it. Yeah, so you know how you get your taxes at the end?
That run the loans, and the loans run the real estate agents, and the real estate agents up their price.
No. Okay, the way you're viewing it is the bank owns the houses.
Right.
But there's so much foreclosure now, especially like, let's use Newark for example. You're able to purchase a house in Newark, or they did maybe 2 years ago. It was, I have to look if it's restarted up. You purchase a house in Newark for only $1,000.
I remember that.
You give them a plan and you fix it.
I wish they had that shit right now, because I will buy Newark.
But now that you see that, is these banks are giving the money up. Like, they're giving the houses away technically, because that's money they're sitting on. And that they don't want that. They've already made their money back on interest. So why is it that you're taking out?
I feel like there's something we're missing in that, though. I don't know what it is. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I feel like there's something missing, and we're overlooking about this whole allowing people to just get money for a job not done.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? And there was also one, I'm sorry to cut you off. There was also one, it was a bill, it's about the same bill. I'm not sure if someone copied the bill. Again, I'm talking from a completely normal person point of view. But it was saying that it will also give the 1,000 to the people who do not want to work. So are we okaying no one working too?
Here's my thing. Where are you going to be able to survive with $1,000 a month?
It don't matter. It doesn't matter. Someone has $1,000 a month.
Correct.
Of non-taxable.
Now here's the thing.
Money given to them by the government that they did not have to earn. All right. So for some reason, in my spirit, that's a problem.
All right, now let's
I mean, unless you had like a medical issue. Okay, this is one thing. Let's take that out. Unless you had a medical issue, like you wasn't able to work because of medical reasons.
Correct.
Then then fine. That's cool. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. I'm talking about like we're talking about the lazy. Okay, we all know the lazy.
I got you right now. Check this out, right? You're saying the lazies. Now, what about we're focused? You want to focus on the bad of it, right? So,
well, this is of course I got to come from the other side.
So now if you're looking at it, let's talk about the people who want to start a business but they can't. You're able to buy a truck or even just a small Sprinter. I think it's one of the wires that's crackling.
Yeah, shits are popping, yo.
Right. So what happens is
it might be your mic.
Is it? Is it mine? Not mine.
Dude. Yo, it is in my ear. It's like DJ equipment.
All right, so what happens is, say we have to you buy a vehicle, get yourself a small Sprinter truck.
Okay.
Right? You want to start. You can't buy a storefront, but you like doing hair. There's these vehicles that you have these Sprinters that have a seat. It's like a little salon in it, right? It has a water filtration system and everything. Boom, you buy that with your $1,000. You drive to people's houses. You do this hair.
Again,
now these are helping for the entrepreneurs as well.
You're talking from an entrepreneur's thinking. I'm thinking of the wake and bake guys. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking of those guys. That's who they're really scared of. They're scared of the ones, or would it entice laziness? Because sometimes you sit there and think, well, I'm be honest with you, as a former traveler myself, I could stretch $1,000 and be good. Be honest with you, I could figure it out. So. But you're no longer enticing you're not enticing entrepreneurship at a certain generation. Yeah. Is the mics went out?
No, he put it down a bit.
Oh, he put it down?
Yeah, the crackling's not happening anymore.
You're not helping with the entrepreneurs anymore. Or some people some kids, you might grow up. We all been the kid that didn't want to do shit. Like, you might grow up and be like, nah, I don't want to do nothing. I got $1,000 coming in. Like, I don't care.
So like a big thing that he says, and I do understand that fear, because he understands it too. He's like, obviously that's one of his main things he has to focus on as well. But his thing is this. At the end of the day, you're getting this money, but you're going to push it back into the economy. Because at the end of the day, you got to buy things, right? You got to put into money in Whole Foods or wherever you're going to go buy, right? You got to put money back into small businesses if you're trying to get a good deal and things like that, right? So this money is not going to stay in your pocket. It's going to obviously come back to them.
Of course. You're going to have to spend it.
So it's going to recycle itself.
Can I, as a person, survive with $1,000? And the answer is yes. I could figure it out. But if I'm a person that doesn't, I have no interest in anything. Yeah. Why would I find interest in something later? I already have an income. We don't like to admit it, but sometimes poverty pulls gems. You get what I'm saying? Like, you get a lot of good from people who go flat broke, or people who can't. With the 1,000,
they would be pulling more gems if you truly think about it. Right, because there's people, especially in poverty, you have all these ideas that you want to do, just so that you can claw your way out, even if it's for a split second, right? This would help them. This would help a mother send her 3 kids to school to be better off because of $1,000 of it, right? So I've seen the struggle, like, especially coming from it. Like, luckily I got out. I know a lot of people who didn't, but now this helps the struggling mother, the single mother, especially in the impoverished neighborhood where it all becomes a statistic. Okay. Right? It helps her out. She now doesn't have to worry about her kids being out in the street because she can afford daycare for them. Okay. So now, or an after school program. The kid wants to play basketball, but she can't afford a summer camp for him. Boom, puts him in the summer camp for that. Now there's a gem which potentially could be a next LeBron James, a Michael Jordan that's coming out of it. You have that, or the kids really into tennis. You have a Serena Williams situation.
I just want you guys to know I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Oh, no, we understand.
That's fine. No, okay.
100%. But also what you're saying is that we're supporting a lot in the inner cities, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So what about, we're also supporting the drug addicts. We're also supporting them, or the unfit parent. We're supporting them too. What about them? Is that okay, or is it just?
But the question you have to ask is, why are they unfit in the first place? Okay, are they unfit because they don't have enough income to help out their kids? Now here it is. Yeah, there's gonna be some assholes out there that prefer with the $1,000. They're gonna get themselves a Gucci purse. In real reality, like, there's no reason for it. There's no reason for it at all.
But those $1,000 at the end of the day, if you don't take care of what you're doing with your money, right? At the end of the day, you're gonna go broke either way. So if you think you can, like, if you're gonna buy something over the top, right, and then at the end of the day you're gonna be like, all right,
most people do buy things over the top.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, all right, so the biggest thing that I like the fact of it is I get there's gonna be like the problems that we're gonna have to fix if we're gonna do this, right?
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I personally I know a lot of people because they're like just like me who we put in so much effort to try to bring food on the table and pay off everything and make sure that my credit's not destroyed, this and that is not destroyed. Yeah. I have to do grab extra money and then put it into something that I'm hoping will work. You know what I mean? Like, this is where I have to think about my friends and myself. It's really a mental struggle when you're like at work and you're always like, damn, man, like, is today the day for me? You know what I mean? Because my business and what I'm doing, it's always like I work in an office setting, right? So it's either we make enough for the quota or we don't make enough, and then we're gonna have to start trickling down people. We're gonna have to take out people. You know what I mean? And it's like it's such a scary thing. It's a scary part where you have to think about, am I gonna be able to feed my kid today? You know what I mean? Am I gonna be able to give this? Am I gonna get that? And a lot of the things that he mentions is that, at the end of the day, the $1,000, obviously, it's not going to stay in anybody's pocket. It's always going to go back and it's going to recycle itself, right? And at the same time, it's also going to be, those stories about people who never got anything for Christmas or something like that, right? Mothers who like, tried their very best to try to get it, like he said, right? And then there's also people that stay home because they have children with like autism or something like that, right? And these mothers or mothers that don't have to stay home with the baby for a period of time, right? So I know somebody personally, she's not going to get paid for the period that she's going to be off of work because she works for an independent person who doesn't have that into play. You know what I mean? That factor of getting paid while you're not working, because she gets paid, I believe, in cash or something like that, right? So she has to stay home because she got pregnant, right? So, and these women, there's women also that do a lot of stuff, but they just physically can't go back into the workforce because they have to take care of the house first. You know what I mean? And he's like, if you get $1,000 to just to the adults, no, it's not the kids as well included, but just the adults in the household, right? It'll also help out with just living as a whole.
Control who gets it and who don't. Like, is it like, when you turn 18, get $1,000 a month? Also, what qualifies you for this?
Well, you can have it the same way they have the unemployment. If you're actively looking for work, you have those numbers, you have those addresses, you have those people. It's unfortunately you have to refer to them as they're all numbers. You basically give your social security number, and now you're like, all right, I'm looking for work. A lot of
people in social security.
That's why. So now for unemployment, like if you're actively looking, you're like, all right, you get another 6 months. If you haven't found any, whether it's cleaning the fucking floor somewhere.
That's a lot of people you have to give $1,000.
If they're actively looking. If they're not.
If they're actively looking
for work.
For work.
Yes, because the unemployment.
As long as they're looking for work.
As long as they're looking for work, like say,
a year,
say they
look for work forever.
But a lot of people don't realize, and they don't want to be viewed as it. That you can get a job at the DPW sweeping up the block.
Nah.
But you're making more with the DPW than you would with this income.
I'm getting $1,000. I'm looking for a long goddamn time. I actually been looking for 5 years now.
Now the thing is, you're actively looking. They can call these establishments where you're trying to find work at. Say you applied or not.
How many millions of people is in the United States? They're gonna be calling a lot of motherfucking places, yo. It's gonna be a lot of places that people gonna be calling. You gotta get an automatic service. Is Michael there? So please press 1. No, I'm not pressing.
So basically, this practice that he's trying to go for is actually being done currently in Alaska, and he's actually putting
since 1982.
Yes, it's actually the oil that they get from Alaska. They take that money from like whatever they make from that, and they're like, what do you want to do with it? They're like, let's give it back to the people.
Well, you know why?
It's
Because
similar to
Alaskan people are sad.
No, not even that. All right, fine.
And
I got you right now.
They need some encouragement.
I got you right now.
Streets.
Where you want
Please
happy?
give me some bread.
Happiness right now in Colorado, they did the same thing with the revenue from the marijuana that they were selling, the cannabis they were selling. They made so much money on taxes that it was returned back.
Yo, then they go up to like 39%.
Doesn't matter. You're now getting it legal.
It's not weed,
Right? You're getting it legal.
9%. I'm sorry.
Why not?
I mean, like I go to a dispensary.
Right?
I go to dispensaries now, but like I see the tax, and you be like, oh, okay. 39%.
So what?
Scares
I would
me.
easily pay it.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't do it if you can't pay for it, right?
Yeah.
That's what I tell you. Right? Even currently, if you over here asking your mother for $10 for a dime bag,
do
something. Do something.
They still sell dimes?
They still sell dimes?
I don't know. I never bought one of those.
You know what? I do see the dime bag eventually, like occasionally thrown on the floor here and there.
Them?
That's not a dime bag, baby.
No, they're dime bags. The ones I see.
In there.
Yeah.
What? You?
No, I've seen the clear dime bags. I've also seen the yellow.
Are you buying dime
bags,
Marv? You know where we at. You sure those are dime bags?
I know.
Okay, it might be a little dusty.
Some of them for sure.
Well, funny story, really quick. When I was coming into the building, what do you call it? There was like the church service going, right?
Oh my god, this building is so bad. Yeah.
And then you smell the loud, and you're like, I was like, dang, I really want to be up pre with them.
Everybody, where we're at, I'm sorry, we came up with such. I always do that. With the building we're in. There's a church, there's a doctor's office, there's, of course, studios. It is so fucking confusing in here. You don't know what's going on. There's rock and metal going on at the same damn time. Somebody's playing some nice classic rock. The other person playing some hardcore death metal.
Oh,
yeah. And then you got rap going on a third. And then you got a doctor's office not that far away from there.
Shout out to the guy in third floor.
And then there's literally singing gospel music underneath us, right? And we're in here just cursing and talking fucking nonsense. You gotta love America, son. This is America.
This building's diversity.
This building by itself is America. This is as diverse as you can get in this bitch, yo.
Oh man, but
got artists in here, all types of shit. That's crazy.
So like what he back just to get back to the subject.
Get back on it.
But like what he wants to do instead of like the oil, right? He's trying to take the money out of tech. He thinks technology is the oil of today, right? He's like, there's so much tech out there that he wants to take the money that comes from it, right? And then use that to distribute back the money to the people. He's like, this is something that can be done. He's crunched the numbers. He currently takes out money from his own pocket, right? And he gives it, if you sign up on the website Yang 2020, I believe he has a whole thing where if people like yo give this family a bunch of people who say yo give him like $1,000, let him be a part of the program. There's other rich people that want to do this as well, and they're trying to like sponsor people as well. So this is currently being in effect, and because he doesn't want to say that I want this to happen, but he's not going to dish out his own money. You know what I mean? So he's dishing out his own money to try to help these families. He's actually helping currently, I think, a handful of families, right? And out of his own pocket, and he's giving them $1,000 a month, and he's letting them live, and it's actually improving their lives. They're actually like able to pay for bills and at the same time stress less about other things. But I understand the concern that comes with it. Obviously, there's people who take advantage of the system. There's people who take advantage of everything.
You know
around.
A lot of them right now.
I know a lot of them personally.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like this kind of sounds like another advantage that people like that will take.
Yeah.
Just to do nothing.
I personally have to think of it as, is the risk worth worth the outcome? You know what I mean? And I feel like It probably is. It really is. Because honestly, because at the end of the day, you're being able to pay for things that I'm telling you right now, I'm deep under debt.
So how is, because let's just say this is great for the average man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How would this help the economy? Because the economy is, we're in the shit that we're in because the economy's in the shit that it's in.
Well, you'd be able to purchase the food, the produce from your local supermarket if you wanted to.
The farmers,
right?
You're saying most of the money would be coming back into.
It can go back into the community. Whether it's through, you decide to get it through the community, or you go back on Amazon and buy some shit. Now, if it'd be beneficial for Amazon, because this is one of the people that Andrew Yang was talking about. He talks to these CEOs, right?
It takes their company,
and then you go. They're actually showing that they'll make more money at the back end than they're dishing out.
The president make more
because
money.
On top of that, think about it. A lot of people are lazy nowadays.
Yeah.
Right? We're talking about automated. You have Amazon Fresh.
We can't say a lot of people are lazy. Okay.
But you're devil's advocate before, right? You're talking about the
but we can't say a lot of people are
right?
we can't say a lot of people are lazy.
Okay.
But what we can say, we do have
some bad apples.
We not just bad. No. We have some people who are just not willing to do certain things they used to be willing to do. It's just like
that's called lazy.
I know, right? I try to.
Yeah, you're trying to make it a nice word.
I mean, if the option is there, like if the option was to walk down the street and go get something to eat, or they bring it to my house,
Uber Eats.
Right.
People prefer that now.
People prefer to stay in my. Why would I get out of bed, put clothes on?
I remember right now. I preferred to go to the Chinese food store, sit there and eat. I have no problem with that. But then you get lazy and you're like, I can order and pay the guy $2 to.
I got a Chinese food story. Okay, not real. It's not. It's a quick story.
Yeah.
All right. So my diet started back up. It's
Okay.
time to get cacao again.
Okay.
Right? No more of this. Boom. I got a cacao. Right.
You want the thick root back?
I need the root back. So
okay.
So it was supposed to be my last day. I was gonna kill it off with a bang. Go get me some Chinese food right after my training session at Rise of Sun. Right after my training session, right? So boom, I go over there. They got my food ready. Just came out the pot. Got home. It was so bad. It was so fucking bad. I was so mad, yo. I was so upset. And I was like, this is what I get. This is what I get for trying to have a day of fatness.
I'll tell you right now.
I just wanted one day of cupcakes and bullshit.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out right now. It was not that it was bad. It's already you had the mental state to go healthy. Like once your mind's onto it, I'll tell you right now, when I ever go on my healthy kicks, I eat Wendy's, I feel disgusting.
Yo, my body just knows now.
I can't
eat a burger.
It just abandons shit. As soon as I go as soon as I go it's time for me to get healthy again, my body go, so release everything.
Yeah.
And I
like mentally I have my own cleanse. Like, it's like I had a damn green juice and it all escapes me.
Yeah, just be like, okay.
But then when I decide, when I'm done with my health kick, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna eat what I want. All of a sudden my stomach's like, Wendy's.
I always say it when I see him, dude. He
Stop
is looking so different from what I met.
Right?
Thank you.
Yeah, you look so different, dude.
Word.
Yeah,
I just gotta say, you skip leg day? You skip leg day?
Nah.
It looks like you do a little bit. You gotta work on those calves, baby boy.
You gotta definitely get them calf muscles up.
You too.
I'm black.
That's genetics.
I know. I run faster. I was actually listening to this thing that says that because this is I just want you to know I heard it.
Okay.
I don't know if I believe it.
Is this bro science?
Definitely probably bro science. But
right.
It was showing that black people don't get calves that easily.
Yeah,
like
you guys can't. No one get cows.
We have the best fast twitch muscles because our ancestors are known to be runners. We used to stalk prey. You ever
I
see
still
that?
believe that black people have that extra muscle in their legs.
But them white boys used to be climbing the mountains in the Caucasus.
Yeah,
that's why they got them giant ass
fucking calves, like as big as your head.
It's like, alright. So
start climbing mountains. Is that what you're saying?
So with that being said, I just added that to my training resume. Climbing mountains nowadays.
Mine climbers is all you can do nowadays.
That's all I do.
Run the forest.
Yeah, that's it. So how's how's the workout and stuff been?
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I haven't been working out right now.
Oh,
Currently,
so you fell in love and got lazy. That's what you're saying.
No.
Sounds like
so
you felt. Oh, I'm engaged and lazy.
No. What happened was basically there's been I guess everybody goes through a certain period where it's like so much crap is hitting you at one point that you just don't want to deal with anybody or anything. Yeah, I know. I should train. I should push it towards that. But it's like what do you call it? Recently, like, and I'm okay with saying this. Like, my mental state went to the lowest it's ever been. Right. And I was just basically, shout out to my girl for helping me out with that. It was just like I had to refine myself.
I remember I hit you. I was like, yo, let's go out, work out, let's do something. Yeah. And it was like, nah. I was like, damn, all right.
It's just like I call it. It was at the lowest point. Yeah. But I feel like after you burn down some bridges that are needed to be burned down, you get rid of the negativity that you don't need anymore. You be able to focus on what really matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely understand. It's hard.
Yeah.
When you're going through it.
Yeah.
And
you gotta snap out. Like, the thing is, you gotta snap out of it, but like at the same time, you can't force yourself to just smile and be like, it's okay. You know what I mean?
It also sucks when people are adding fuel to that fire.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, to the fire of someone being like down and depressed.
Yeah.
And then like
they just keep
pushing you. And then you gotta figure out a way of just separating yourself from that. And then
I guess that's where I kind of differ a little.
I know he's always happy.
I you know what it is?
Like,
there's no reason to be in my eyes. The way I grew up wasn't the greatest, right? Yeah. So learning from that, I'm like, there's no reason for me to ever be down. Like, I've seen the potential rock bottom. I've seen what it is. If I'm not there, I'll have a smile on my face. And with the laziness, like I'm saying back to that, for working out, I get that a lot. Yeah. I'm like, there's things that hit me, but I don't get upset at it because I'm like,
I was focusing a lot on weight loss. Sorry to cut you off, but I was focused on a lot of weight loss. So basically, a lot of my thing was like I wanted to get to a certain weight, and then I was gonna start, the bulking and stuff like that.
Here's the thing: you gotta come talk to Uncle Matt. Well, your bro.
Yeah.
But Uncle Matt's your son. Remember, I'm not playing with you, man. I don't understand when certain people go through certain things and they have the tools at their option. Is it, and what I mean by that is that you have the tools, like, people. In your case, I'm not going to take away what you're going to do. In your case, somebody. Yeah. Right? But that feeling holds you to yourself. Like, it doesn't matter if you know people. Like, literally, you could be sitting right next to me, and I could be having this huge electrical problem. I could be staring at it. I'll be on YouTube trying to figure it out, and I'm just sad because I probably burnt down half the house. And then you're literally sitting right next to me like, damn.
You're talking about something that happened like sometime last year. You're like, I need to do this.
No. I'm like, he keeps bringing up this one thing, right? Here's the thing, right? I was panicking, all right? Yeah. And fucking my boiler blew and my whole basement flooded up, right? Yeah. Well, I called Jack like an idiot, right?
I'm not a plumber.
Well, he's not a plumber, but I knew his brother was a plumber, right? I thought he might knew something, and I knew Jack was up because it was late. So he comes over, he goes, so you call an electrician to do a plumber's job? I was like, I didn't call you to do shit. Like, I just called you to ask you a question. You came over.
Nah, but we did figure it out. What was pretty funny was when the plumber got there, I told the plumber what was going on. And he's like, there's no way that's possible. But I'm like, we're seeing it.
Yeah, we're seeing it. I was like, no, dude. No, we sat here and we looked. This is what's happening.
Right, so he's there, and then finally, after I think 45 minutes of me standing there with Matt just bullshitting and letting the plumber do his thing, the plumber comes back and like, this is what happened. We're like, we told you this.
45 minutes later, it took him to suck up it and go, oh yeah, that's the problem. My landlord, he be picking these lousy ass contractors.
But now here's the thing. Going back to the universal basic income, he is choosing his friends, helping them build their companies. This is where the money would go to.
Of course,
So
but
there
they
you
suck.
go. So, okay,
They suck,
could,
yo.
but you know how many people I
want
grew
that
up with
whole thing changed out.
You
I'm
see?
sorry, I'm talking.
Yeah.
I'm talking
with
future
that universal basic income. you can afford that new boiler for your house.
shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a real quick question.
What?
Can somebody pass me that X?
You know, honestly, I was looking at it to drink it again.
Yeah, I know. I was like, let me
Getting
get it from one of
thirsty
these
over
guys.
here. Yeah, I should have just bring. I gotta just bring the boxes in.
Yeah.
And then just leave. Say it. But I did that once, and Marvin went ham.
Word.
It was like. I was like, yeah, but barely the X. And then I came in. So there's only one in there, and I was just like, dude, all right, I don't care. I don't care personally. Now, honestly, I gotta bring them to you. you can drink a lot of them. I love them. Shout out to them for sending them.
I think he snorts it, to be honest.
He snorts it.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens after we're gone with Marv.
Right?
I feel like something happens very
I like to make
deep.
little stories in my head.
I like me too.
For real.
Me too. Like he comes in here and then he plays that song from Silence of the Lambs and he's like he's like he's just in the studio recording himself. You know, like, it was like oh my god, that would be the best if I found that.
Why do you think I always come early
to try to
catch him doing something? But I think he knows my
he's
schedule.
Too smart.
He knows my schedule already.
Yeah, he's like, nah, I'm gonna stop at like. I think he stops at like 4 a.m. Give him a little nap. So by the time we get in here, it's all out of system.
I remember coming in early and then just catching Marv watching Family Guy, like as a run, like straight up run. And I just sat there. I was just waiting for you guys and just like, yeah, this is good stuff. Right? That's how I want
just to let Marv know, we all have like our own theories of what happens when you're gone. Like,
I really do.
Gone.
I make a little story in my head.
Like, yeah, like Marv. Marv be like, no, I never went home. I'm like, I bet you he was dancing in the studio. Dude, I'm telling you, in my head, you're doing it. Just tucks it back.
That's fucked up. Hold on.
Yeah.
How the hell does that come from?
I don't know.
Basic income.
Universal income to tucking it back.
That's why you can't have like family on the show, yo. Because no matter what, I'm gonna bring it back to something stupid. All right, let's go back to our political conversation.
No, it's funny. Think about it, cause like we get the basic income, right?
And then Mark
And
can do
he-
weird videos.
That's where he gets his income as well. Right? He's just here
that's
dancing.
I think that's a big thing as well. If we think about like this, like the way he does here in his studio and stuff like that, it's an entrepreneurship. You know what I mean? He has to build it up by himself.
Right.
Now, imagine he had like a little extra help with that. You know, getting the equipment that he needs, and on top of that, whatever else he needs to improve it as a whole. I feel like it's just gonna make the business look better. It's gonna put him in a better position. I mean, like, look at this. Like when I first came here, dog, like we had like a regular plain table. Like remember, like the whole
the shit was splintering.
And look,
No, not
like,
even that. Think about it. Back in Patterson, that flood zone that you guys were at.
The island.
Yeah.
You don't know, dogs. We was on top of each other.
It was funny because you had a foldable table.
Yeah.
Right. You had the 3 people on one side of the
I didn't
table.
know what was
you had
that table.
a booth on the side that other people would be producing their music in, like right in the same room.
Dude, we was literally on top of each
right?
other.
Which is crazy. Talking about it now, we have you on the 98th episode, right? And then we're 2 more away from 100.
2 more.
Right.
We gotta do something. I don't know what to do though, man. Like, I don't know what to do.
Man, I want to.
Honestly speaking, personally, I know Marv has his little celebration like 2 weeks ago or 3 now. But it would be a big shout out to Marv for it because 100 deep right now.
We're 100 deep.
That's fucking crazy.
Thinking about it. We damn Marv.
Seeing the struggle
We
from
almost
3
did that
different
shit.
locations. We're there. Like
the face changes to
rebranding
to
for him
to all the
his
new
stuff
shit
up.
that's about to happen next month. Like it's It's been a fucking road, dog.
Yeah. Just think about now we have family back in the studio, so we actually have able to look back on it from before when it was just you and Alex, and it was you three, and me getting into that.
Something.
I look like a Snorlax in that bear video.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, son. You was, yo.
I use
not
that.
to say anything about not making fun. Yo, dude,
you were fat.
You was huge, and you are small now.
Yeah, and you took 2 chairs up.
I'm gonna tell you real quick. I've never noticed how cold people are when they're losing weight, but I remember like back in the day when I was big, right? And when it was cold, I could walk around in a t-shirt and I would be like, good, right?
So hard because
I was
can't get through those arteries.
Exactly. So I felt like I was like, this and that. Yeah. Now I'm like doubling down. I got sweater on sweaters, and I'm just
it gets cold down here. I've been trying to tell y'all.
I'm at this way, and I'm still hot during the winter, but that's because my metabolism's crazy, right? So also, I'm happy with that. Plus also being Peruvian, up in the mountains, thin air, cardio's crazy.
Yo, my girl's Peruvian too.
Is she?
Yeah, she's Peruvian. She's from Arequipa.
I don't give a damn where y'all from. Okay, I don't care where y'all from. I'm from the Indies, and we still cold. Okay,
you're damn near the equator.
Yo, my dad cannot do. He's pure blooded West Indian man. He cannot do the cold. No. It's cold.
You guys are on sea level. What do you expect?
Whew, boy, I get a phone call.
You guys got no trees.
Speaking about people who can't do cold, I find it funny how my friend, he moved to Florida. Not even like 4 months of being there, right? He comes back to Jersey for one day. His immune system is shot. He can't handle the cold. He can't do none of that stuff. And he was like legit. He's like, I landed here. And I'm fucking sick. He's like, I can't stand this weather. He's like, how do you do this? I'm like, dog, you left 4 months ago.
Yeah, you forgot in 4 months, huh?
I have friends of mine who out in Cali or in Vegas, they come here and 60 degrees is fucking freezing to them. Yeah. I'm like, I'm hoping for 60 degrees. Like, give me 60 and I'm happy.
Yo, facts.
Word up, yo. We went far away from it.
Time to promote my rapping career.
Oh, you gonna be a rapper? Come on.
Oh, shit. I'm that means 16.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I actually have a clip of me rapping, and it's like from a song.
Presents, right?
Where is the clip?
Where?
So basically, this is what.
And can Marv access the clip right now while we put this up on the TV?
No, it's actually in a Gmail. That's why.
So you got it on your phone. Go ahead, send it to me. Just email to him right now. Yes.
I want to see. What were you rapping about?
So basically, I met up with my friend, right? And he was like, basically, can you work on a song for me, right? Because he knew that I was basically messing with music at that time, and he wanted me to do this. So they were like, rapping. They were like, right? And then I was like, maybe if you do it this way, and I started doing like a little something to go with the song, and he was like, dog, you're getting on the song. I'm like, no. I was like, no, because my experience is basically being a metalhead. You know what I mean?
So you got this clip of you rapping, and I want to see it.
Word.
And I'm like, goddamn that.
And wait, this is when you were big, right?
Actually losing weight.
Oh, this was in the process of losing weight.
Oh, that's after you came with that giant
That's when
bottle.
He started becoming slim thick, yeah?
Yeah, he was getting all slim thick on While he looking for the thing. How you been, y'all? I ain't see you for like a week.
Yeah.
You always come out like, oh, yeah, Matt, I'll see you in the middle of the week. I'm like, all right, yeah, I see you. Oh, next Sunday. Here's Jack
hold on.
prancing his
fucking
hair through the door.
Let me fix this up real quick, right? He's like, yeah. I'll see you later, right? I'm like, yeah, we'll see each other. I get a text at like 2 in the afternoon. Like, yo, you home? Motherfucker, I am working.
Well, no, and on a Tuesday,
yo, I'll come through. I'm working.
The reason is because like I might get like some cancellations on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Like it's rare. Like it doesn't really happen all the time. Yeah. But like I get some cancellations, and they ain't had nothing to do for like an hour or two.
I grind.
Then I'll be like, let me just see if Jack's home, because I'm literally like around the corner from your house. Yeah. So I was like, let me see if you're home. So you can never say, oh, you don't hit me up.
I feel like you do it on purpose. I feel like you're home. Hey, this is the story I make.
Okay.
This is the story I make. I feel like you're home. You're not, but like some worn out, tidy whitey just sitting there. And be like, let me text him to make it seem like I'm trying to link up.
Well, I'm
and,
not,
and you
well,
know, you,
sir,
and you know
you
when
will
I'm
be
working.
wrong.
You're like,
and the point of I'm not home. Actually, I'm at work around the corner from your house.
That's what you want.
And I just
tell
text
me.
you, and
That's
maybe I text you. Maybe you're not that far off.
you're already heading home. You're like, yeah, I'm around the corner.
Yeah, I'm around the corner, yo. What's happening with you?
But in reality, you're
no,
like, yo,
there's been times I text you and you be home.
Yeah, but where are you?
Yeah, I'm at work. I'm at work.
Wait, there's never a time where you text me and I'm home and you're at work. For the simple fact, when you're working, I'm somewhere, goddamn New Jersey, somewhere else working.
Yeah. Okay. The truth is, I don't text you. Okay?
Exactly.
No. He said the truth is, I don't text you.
It's called down. I was like, all right, you got me. You got me.
But when I do text you, you're not home. So
because I'm working.
Okay, I'm working too. Well, I just so happen not to be working at that moment.
Right?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Welcome.
At least I thought about you.
And then, okay, fine. You have cancellations when you train, right? So you're going, you train. So when you train, right? Then when you're done training, and then you stay for class, you're probably done around 9.
Okay.
9:30.
Yeah.
You basically have to drive past my house.
Okay.
To get onto the highway.
Because if I don't get home at a certain time, for some reason, I have to have the conversation of why it took you so long to get
We can
home.
FaceTime, bro.
That is true, right?
You see?
Well, at the same time, I want to go home.
Yeah. So just say it. You don't want to hang out. It's
I want to go home.
Okay.
I'm tired.
You don't want to hang out.
I've worked from.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
So just something. You don't want to hang out.
Hey, listen. I reach out to you to hang out.
But you don't want to.
If you just so happen to not hit me back, that's
I'll show you right now. Check this out.
And it just so happened our times are not aligned.
This is gonna look. I'll show you how you reach out.
I found it.
This is how you reach out. Let's hang out. This is how you reach out.
Little finger.
You T-Rex me right there. You're like, yo, let's hang out.
A T-Rex arm you.
You're not even out. You're like, let's hang out.
Alright.
You're like, come on this way. Grab my hand.
I appreciate. Listen, it's not that I don't want to hang out with people. Okay. It's just I work a lot.
So you admit it.
No, I do want to hang out. I'm about to finish saying.
Okay.
Not that I don't want to hang out with people. I work a lot. I really do work a lot.
I know.
And I can't hang out all the time.
I got you.
But the times I can, sometimes maybe hang out, I won't go home, go sleep.
Yeah.
So, because I'm tired. And I got to catch up with my sleep. But I do offer to hang out.
No, okay.
I do
Ladies
offer.
and gentlemen, we'll rewind this too. Let me show you how you offer to hang out. You're like, let's hang out. You bring your hand back.
Let's hang out. By myself.
Yeah. Just stay with me on the phone.
Let's hang out alone.
Like as long as you say
not together.
As long as you text me back.
You at your house and me at mine.
Exactly.
And actually hanging up the phone now. Goodbye.
That's all it is.
That's hilarious.
So I'm sending the email right now to Marv.
So the moral of the story is that I don't like to hang out.
Yeah.
That's not
true. And then you try to blame me for it.
No.
Like I don't every week. You're like,
you
yeah,
just want to
be.
It's so weird because I'm very adventurous and I like to do adventurous shit. But sometimes I just want to be home.
Now this is back where we go to universal income and being lazy. This is where the laziness goes full circle.
So if I got that $1,000, I'll have enough energy to go do other shit I want to do.
Bro, if you think about it this way, say you did get the $1,000 a month, right? Now that would be promotion and building your business for personal training.
Don't show them what's on the screen.
That I'm sure, bro.
It's called their audio. It's audio.
The audio? Oh, you try to.
Oh, you want a visual? Oh, I'm so sorry.
You got visual?
Nah.
Can we play it through the audio? Can we play it through the mic?
I don't know.
We're about to hear JuneBug.
All right, so while he's doing that, right? 16. Like think about it like this, right? You had the $1,000 a month.
Okay.
Right? You put $250 to workout equipment. Right?
Okay.
You got yourself some dumbbells.
Okay.
You got yourself some kettlebells. Just start off small. Not too big.
You said buy all the steroids. I hear you.
I said $250 towards equipment.
Hold on. Let's see.
It's the song that I'm. The other ones are his songs, but the song that I'm on is called Bombay.
He in Bombay, yo. Don't play nobody else's stuff. How long you in there?
I'm like in the ending, close to the end.
All right, let's go down to 3 minutes because hey, whoever song this is, I'm happy you made a song. I don't know.
No.
You bring a shout out.
You're welcome. We let JuneBug on it.
You're welcome. We allowed JuneBug to get it because he had to clear it.
For real.
Hey yo, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a song. Oh yeah. No, I'm just making sure.
Right there. I want to say.
Oh my God!
It's one of those.
Oh no!
You know what?
No.
You know what?
Are we gonna have to?
I mean, I don't know. You want me to play it through my thing?
Smoke. Can you? Yeah, hold up to the mic, JuneBug. You know, you gotta mute us.
Bringing this up real quick. I hate when that happens on a porn video.
No, don't mute us. I'm joking. Don't mute us.
If I'm ever on a porn, like if we're watching porn, and you can't fast
skip
forward.
it.
Yeah, like
yo,
just skip it. I saw the like. I don't want to hear the
mad penis in the front. You're like, come on, no.
But you like the video, so you refresh the page, try to go forward, but you can't.
You can't.
Like
you can't.
Oh, when you go too forward, and
you go
like
too
the video
forward and
messes up.
Yeah, it doesn't let you.
And then it just buffers.
Yeah, and then you're forced to go back to where you were for it to.
And then now you're calling your internet subscriber, and you're like, what the hell's going on
with
here?
Your dick in your hand at the same time.
With your dick in your hand, you're like, I pay good money for this stuff. All right, let's go.
All right. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
You bring it closer. Bring it to right to the
directional, so put it right in front.
There we go. So you can't tap though. Is that you, JuneBug?
Yeah, bro.
Just smash it, butt pass it. You can't scratch it down my back. Baby, put your feet up. Don't mean mug. Let it give you what you need up. I know you got him, baby.
Oh shit.
Like sin, I want him, baby. He can do it like I do it. Fuck him, baby. Straight Khaled. All I do is win, baby. Roll it up on that ass, break it down. We roll the splits and don't pass it around. I know you've been taught not to fuck with these clowns, so fuck with a real one. Come make mama proud.
Alright. That was JuneBug with the 16.
I will tell you
real quick. I feel like he called us a clown just now.
Oh,
he called us a clown.
Nah.
And did I hear you? Did you say roll up and not send it around?
No, roll up the spliff and on that ass, break it down.
Oh, I thought you said not send it around. But I say like you stingy motherfucker.
No, but like here's the funny thing. When I got into that situation where I had to do like the song and stuff like that, mind you, I have no experience rapping. I was a metalhead. I was in the straight metal bands. You know what I mean? I was like heavy screamo music, like all that stuff. You know. So when I was like mixing this song and like working with the other guy, I was like, he's like, yo, you gotta get on the song. You gotta get on the song. I like your voice. Get on the song, right? And I was like, all right, I'll try something out. So I just like went to like the backest crevice and like try to get past the mumble rappers. And I was like,
he pulled out his inner MC. He was like, where you at? Dusted him off. He was behind all the old AC/DC records.
Yo, facts. He was like, oh, we doing this? This is us now.
I feel like
he's old and withered. Like,
this is how it works for me. For it reminds me of a SpongeBob episode with the SpongeBob had all the little SpongeBobs in his head.
Yeah.
I feel like he like one of his brain cells, like one of his little JuneBugs in his head. I'm up. Finally, it's
freaking out in front of the mic. Yeah. What I say?
He had this one verse ready the whole time. Right? Like, so natural to him.
I've been waiting my whole life.
Here we go on that ass. Break it down. Here we go.
Spliff. Let me change that to spliff. Yeah, that sounds way better. No, that's good, man.
But how you call it? So here's the story, right? So basically that happened, and he kept showing the song to people, right? And then it actually opened like this whole like team of people that have been like making music and stuff like that. They were like, yo, I really like how you did that. And I was like, oh, thanks. He's like, how long you been doing this? How long you been changing? Like, it's honestly my first time. Right?
I just started that day.
And it's
I just came out the bathroom and I was forced to
do
better
than most your favorite.
Right?
I wish I was that cocky.
I'll talk crazy shit. I'm better than all you MC. Already starting battles right off the grip.
Like, just like my mouth does not. I have no lockjaw like y'all motherfuckers. I'm not talking like this, so it's not all mumbled and shit. No.
I could talk through my teeth. I can't do all that.
Yeah. Like when I call it. So when that happened, like, you know, it's not like I'm saying, oh, I'm gonna rap all day. No, but it embraced and enlightened myself again to want to do music. I was big on music. I was really big on music.
Okay.
And it just lit that fire again in me, like to want to make beats again, to want to do things like that. So it's like
Wow.
Like I'm saying, I'm gonna bring it back all the way to universal income. If that ever happened, like I couldn't be able to like pursue things that I want to do in life.
So
You know what I
he's
mean?
saying universal basic income will allow him to fund his new mixtape that's coming out.
I could be a SoundCloud
what?
rapper.
I kind of like it because
It's gonna be a lot
then
of
there will
SoundCloud
be
guys.
no more basic ass mumble rappers. Like it help
Trap
help
music.
out,
But
right?
that's just part of the culture. I
What
mean,
culture is that?
I mean, it's not really part of the culture. It's just part of what it is now. I don't even every time in music there's a blip of something else that happens.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't matter.
This isn't a blip. This is more like a splotch. They thinking like a painting aspect of it. This is like having the Mona Lisa with this giant ass paintball just
They
thrown
used
at
to say stuff like that about music that we like back.
Oh,
and
yeah, that's
I was
trash, too.
Yeah,
I admit it too.
They used to say things like that sucked. Yeah,
Word.
the fast rappers from the '90s. That's a very good one.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? The
But at least they don't
rock
mumble
and
because you were able to
roll when
keep-
it came out. Ow, motherfuckers was like, "Are you crazy? This shit ain't sound like Mr. Sandman to me." Mr. Sandman.
Oh.
Bring me. Remember they used to sing like that. Bring me a dream. And then now they're like, "Ow, bitch." Slamming guitars, like no, that's just.
Well, I mean, it's
that,
a progression.
To them, it's kind of like that'll be a mumble rap, and then
There's gonna be. There's actually a make right now of trap metal. So
what?
No, you know what I like?
I could get
Hold
into
on.
that.
No,
okay?
no, fuck that shit. What I kind of like is Trapanese.
oh yeah,
the hell?
Japanese,
Japanese trap music.
Oh, I heard
Shit's
that.
nice. Like, I understand nothing.
Korean too. Korean trap music.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember saying this back in the day when we was in the other part of the studio. I'm still obsessed with lo-fi music.
What, lo-fi?
I can't
100%.
stop fucking playing it.
You ever
It's-
heard of an artist called Joji?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm starting to know the artist now.
Yeah.
Like before, it was just about this gets me in a chill
Shiloh.
mood. Yeah, like you think this just gets you in a cool mood, and then like you start to know, like, oh, this is. I like this.
no.
But at the same time, like I need to get more amped on certain times.
Yeah,
so it fucks up your amp.
I have like a playlist for every mood that I'm in. You know what I mean? If I'm in the mood to get reckless, I have like a whole thing called my playlist is called Zenkuma, and like I go in there and you will find Migos, you'll find anything that's like ratchet music as
Like,
well.
if you're talking about reckless, I would have to say what is it? Get Out of Your Mind by Lil Jon for some reason.
Yeah.
That just
Get out of here.
I don't know why. Like I remember just going to a paintball store with my younger brother and
Yeah.
we played it. Just start headbanging to that. I'm like, it's no need for headbanging.
What was your since you was into metal and things like
Mm-hmm.
that? What was one of your earliest songs? Anywhere from rock to metal.
Um,
I feel like
So
you're
the-
youthful people.
My
type song.
my entrance to rock and stuff like that, and it's gonna be funny. It was actually Elvis Presley. So my dad listened to Elvis, the Beatles, and other things, right? He only listened to these guys because of the fact that he didn't know English when he came to this country, right? So the way he learned how to speak English, and if you speak to my dad, you'll never think that he was ever like from like an immigrant at one point, right? But when you hear him speak, it's so clear. But the reason why was when he was working as a mailman and working in these janitor jobs, he was listening to the radio. He was listening to music.
I'm sorry, because it's not the first time I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of immigrants come over and they use like music or TV shows to help them learn the language,
Well, it's
and they
not-
just like
It's not
over and over
It's not
again
only in
listening.
America. I was actually watching a video because that reminded me, and you saying that. In Thailand, there's this a blind woman. I think she was like 60, 70 years old. I'm telling you right now, identical singing to Whitney Houston. I'm like, all right, it's hard enough just to be Whitney Houston yourself, right?
Yeah.
It was hard. And then you hear the occasional like gifts from God where someone can hit those notes and sound like her just for a split second. I'm telling you right now, exactly
And
the
where's she
same.
from?
Thailand. Not a lick of English. Speaks no English at all.
Yeah, they remember
And
the music.
she's singing it, and that's how a lot of
Yeah.
people do get it.
There's an artist currently. His name is Rich Brian. Used to be known as Rich Chigga, right? Basically, his way of learning English, his way of learning everything, rap music, all that stuff, was listening to rap music and memes. So that's how he learned how to speak English, you know, and this and that. And I think that's really cool, because when my dad, he was listening to all this music, he would push it on me, and I was listening to this music. Now I took it a step further. Now I'm starting to listen to Guns N' Roses. My dad started listening to Guns N' Roses too. My dad was showing me Metallica, things like that, right? So now I'm starting to embrace this stuff.
I love all those bands.
I remember, like, I think it was like Linkin Park, because I was into an era where I was wearing G Unit and stuff like that. You know, like, remember when G Unit had like the camel stuff?
That's
whatever.
the same time during the
late 90s, early 2000s.
the Green Day time.
Yeah, I didn't like Green
when
Day.
everybody was emo as fuck.
Yeah. So that stuff, like, I didn't want to be emo as hell, right? So I was like, oh, like, yeah, it is what it is. You know, I was listening to Soulja Boy. I was listening to I was listening to the Franchise Boys. You know what I mean? I was listening to all that stuff. And I just remember, like, I think it was like I was listening to Linkin Park one day, and I was just like, oh, like, you know, bump it, because Linkin Park had a good style. It was like, you know, you had the rap and then you had the rock, and you're like, oh yeah, this is dope. But then I started listening to a band called Bullet for My Valentine, and then from there, that was like, they had this like heavy stuff, right? And I was scared. to dive in deeper of like metal music. And then, like, I think the most metal I've gotten with well, not currently, because currently I went to all the way to a band called Dead Fetus. Like, this is bad. It's like that grungy, that death metal, right? Yeah,
but too deep. There's too many demons. There's too many.
But what do you call it? But it's funny too, because when people look at me, they're like, oh, because I have like they're like, oh, you talk really ghetto sometimes, this and that, right? But they expect me to listen to only rap music, but they don't see that metal side. Like, I really am like big on metal as a whole. So I think the one band that really inspired me to go into making music was this band called The Day to Remember. And then there was this other band called Emure, right? Emure, they're both sides are different from each other. Emure is that heavy metal, like FU and this and that. And A Day to Remember is that popcore type thing, you know, like, yeah. So it's like that, like, it's like poppy music, but it's like heavy as well. So I embraced both sides, and I did that as a style when I was in a band. I was actually in a band called MILF, and it was abbreviated to stand for Make It Last Forever. Didn't last forever, by the way, but but it was fun, because we actually opened up for some bands that I personally grew up listening to. I opened up for a band called I Set My Friends on Fire.
What did you sorry, cut you. What did you play? Or did you?
I was a vocalist.
Vocal?
Yeah, I was vocalist. Okay, cool. I was heavy vocalist.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
So like I did like I embraced the Don't death. No, I'm not gonna death screen. That was the old me. Like, that was before I was smoking and all this other stuff.
These mics, blow out something in these mics right now.
God, seriously, no. But because people, when they see my old videos, they actually want me to do it again. But it's like, it's honestly like, people think that
where can
doing
people find this videos?
Huh?
Where can people find these videos?
See, that's the thing. My friend uploaded them. I think he still has it on his account. Like, these like videos of us.
Would you be willing to re-upload them?
I mean,
we'll upload them.
Yeah, no, but they're really bad quality. It's like back in the day when you had the
care,
when you're like, yeah. So
I want it.
Yeah,
I want it, and I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I would love to hear you.
You know what? For the 100th episode, we should have him just playing in the back,
and then have a band. Oh my God.
Oh man.
I think we have an idea.
Oh man, I didn't agree to this.
I would love this.
I can't say no. It's the 100th episode.
Yeah,
it's a celebration.
That's true.
Let's see how it goes.
JuneBug, we're gonna be talking in a few minutes.
No, I mean, for the 100th episode, I'd be more than willing to come here.
Dude, you'll do a death metal, John? You'll do a death metal. I mean, you'll do a metal?
Huh?
Would you bring your team?
Well, I mean, my team is all broken up.
Tell your team to stop shit, yo.
Some of them are actually in the army, and then they like left. So it's like,
we gotta find your team, right?
Salute to them. I wish them the best, but we actually didn't end on good terms. So yeah, I left because I didn't like the other singer, and I'm more than happy to say it out loud and stuff like that. Because before we kept that a secret as to why I left. We could just said that it was his personal issues, but I didn't fucking like you, Victor. Just telling you right now.
I don't know you, Vic. Fuck you. Imagine I do know Vic.
Yeah.
How would it be fucked up if I know Vic and like he's a really good friend of mine?
He's a really good friend.
I'm like, fuck you, Vic.
I'm like,
from JuneBug.
I'm gonna look at you in your face.
Yeah, no.
Fuck you. All right.
Yeah. So
I still like you, but fuck you anyway. I don't even know who he is.
Nah, but at the end of the day,
right? Imagine we lose a subscriber. That would suck.
That'd be like all of a sudden I get one. It'd be so funny. All of a sudden that'd be the one that I go look up and like, one's gone.
No,
It's fucking Victor, yo. Fuck JuneBug. He took a subscriber.
nah, but I call it. But I think my girl was explaining to me. It was really good. She was explaining to me to her friend, right? And she was saying, you know, the best way to describe my man is that he dabs in everything. I really do. I've done a lot of things, and I haven't really sat down and been thankful for the experiences that I had. Right?
Yeah.
I had a lot of great experiences, and I can only imagine. I'm 24, turned 24 in January, and I was like, yo, I have so much ahead of me, right? So
I forgot you was a baby.
yeah, I'm a baby. Yeah.
I thought we were the same age. I
Nah.
thought you were 27.
I'm 24.
Nah, he's a baby.
I'm so baby.
He was our youngest one, yo. We just made sure that he was old enough to drink.
Yeah.
Because we sometimes we used to bring liquor on the
Oh,
show.
man.
21 forever.
I brought coquito.
He bought coquito.
I actually have a full jar of that at home.
Oh wow.
It's
I
still
should bring that in
it's
for the
aging,
100.
huh? It's throw up now.
No?
You got throw up in your jar.
Delicious.
No, you're still drinking it. You know when Christmas was, right?
Yeah. I have a Puerto Rican in the household, bro.
Okay.
Coquito every day.
Yeah. Whatever you want to tell me. It's aging. That shit gonna turn.
I can make it myself.
You're gonna go drink and a baby gonna come out. You're gonna have a little calf come out.
That's fine. At least I got calves now.
Dang.
You're gonna get sued
Play
by
on
the
word.
city.
What's up?
He's gonna get sued by the
You're
city.
gonna get sued by the city for your calves.
Nah.
Who
Chicken.
that? Oh, what's up?
Yeah, but
You see what we doing?
Yeah.
Yo, so we definitely got to plan out this 100th
oh
episode.
man,
Word.
definitely, and I'd be more than happy to come here.
And rock. You're rocking.
I'll rock out.
Yeah, we'll
You know
figure
what?
it out.
Actually,
We're
I
gonna
would
fucking
like for
figure it
if
out.
he came because we do
I
have
would
that
do it
nutritionist.
just to see you on the fucking mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so serious. I would do it just to see you on the mic.
Can you play guitar?
I actually used to. I mean,
You know what? No.
Acoustic. I play.
I got it
acoustic,
right now.
yeah.
It's gonna sound fucked up,
What?
but I want it. I want to see it.
What
You
you wanna
gotta bring in a ukulele, play over the rainbow,
Hey man.
right? So I have to see the ukulele. You gotta play it. Gotta make it work.
That is so racist. So you're trying to say like
First off,
you're like a Samoan. That's what you're trying to say. He's
I
like-
guess I'm not
Yo,
Samoan.
honestly,
He's not Samoan.
I'm
but we can-
embracing the Samoanness ever since I started playing Apex. I'm telling you right now.
You see?
how's that?
You don't know Apex?
We'll talk about it later. I'm not talking about it.
I know the
my
game, but I
gosh,
haven't played
man.
it. Speaking of Apex, real quick,
Predator.
you saw that? No, not Predator. Fuck you. The grandpa
Oh.
who came like the #1 quick shooter
Oh,
for
yeah.
it, motherfucker,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
100%.
Yeah, there's some old dude, I think like in his 80s, just playing Apex, just shooting everybody down,
Yeah.
real quick.
The thing is,
Apex is the video game.
it's
Yeah.
taking over. It's dropping Fortnite as a whole.
Well, that's that because the rumors of Fortnite closing down a couple of their servers because they're getting sued.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's sued massively. Yo.
Yeah.
They stealing everybody's shit, and then people want rights to it. 'Cause
Well,
they're making tons of money.
Technically speaking, nobody has truly gotten rights on what they grab.
True, right?
Can you really own a dance? That's what everybody's saying.
Like,
It's like,
can you really? But if you but if that becomes your thing and you're making money,
If you
off it,
trademark,
right?
if you trademark,
if
it.
you're trademarking,
So, like,
it.
Carlton,
So
yes,
I would
he-
have to, yeah.
I don't
so
wanna get
Carlton
super familiar
literally
rocking.
How do you trademark a dance? Do you have to like show them videos of you doing the dance a lot?
are you doing the dance first, or this and that? Like,
You know what?
What?
I'm gonna make a recording of me jerking off, and I'm gonna sue everybody for jerking off after that. I'm saying it right now. I'm gonna trademark that motion.
Don't trademark jerk.
Yeah,
The
I'm gonna
motion
jerk.
in
I'm
the
gonna,
ocean?
I'm gonna do all four. I'm gonna do all. I'm
You're
gonna do.
killing my Saturdays.
I got
Don't do
jerk
this.
off. I got stranger. Well, no,
I
what is this
can't
one?
afford. I can't afford you to
bust.
do that.
Hey.
FBI.
I'm like,
Yeah.
just give me a
I
minute.
want
Just give me.
royalties, real quick.
You're-
Everyone who goes to the sperm bank gets paid for jerking
Matt,
off
you're-
into a cup. I want some money from them. Yeah, I'm gonna
Don't
do
you,
that
you know,
shit.
I think Trump gets paid every time someone say you're fired and his mannerisms.
Yeah.
Anytime they're like, you're fired from The Apprentice, he gets
Yeah.
paid.
Why you say like Obama though?
What is that?
Hey, he
You're
said,
fired.
He said Obama voice.
You're fired.
There you go.
You're fired.
Fucked up, boy.
That'd be crazy.
Yo, chill. We're
man.
gonna end up owing him money. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, y'all better chill, all right? Because I'll flip it. I'll end this
Yeah,
shit.
but
Chill,
no,
man.
but like there
If
are
Trump
people.
came after me for suit, I'm ending this. I don't
Yeah,
know what you
no.
talking about. Shit dog never
100%.
existed.
Yeah,
I wipe this bitch from
Delete.
to delete everything.
It's too late.
100 episode what?
100 episode 1 of I don't know, Magnum PI. I don't know.
That was Magnum PI.
I don't know. I just make a name up on the fly.
I feel like that was a show.
Huh?
I feel like that
Alright,
was
It was
a
a
show.
show. It was
Right?
a show.
Like a Keenan.
It was a show called Magnum PI.
I've never watched it.
Me neither. I just remember the name.
I have a friend of mine who's a PI.
What? So their job is like to catch cheating boyfriends.
Cheating, insurance fraud. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was telling me about it. It's pretty cool.
I don't want to fuck with that. Like frauds. No, I don't want to do that.
Why not?
No, man. It's too much lying, yo. And then you got to, like, insurance fraud, you really got to pretend to be hurt. And I'm too active for that.
Oh yeah.
I'm too
Facts.
active. I got too much stuff. I got to pretend my foot hurts.
Duh.
I got to go outside to the car.
I like watching cringy cringe like compilations, right? And there's this one guy, he was like basically pretending to be on a wheelchair for his Twitch stream, and basically people were donating so that way he didn't have to work and stuff like that, right?
Word.
Yeah, so then he didn't know his camera was on, and he was like, he got up from his wheelchair and started walking
I
up,
remember hearing about that.
and then his
one.
girl was like, oh my god, and she's like, so my dog the other day, she tried to change the subject while she was trying to
And I seen
Oh.
the Twitch thing.
And then he
People was
like-
like, nope, seen it. Like people was going up,
Yeah.
going crazy. Like,
this out.
did he
Check this
just get up?
Check
And
this
then
out.
he was freak.
Check this out. Did he say he was paralyzed?
Yes.
He said it?
Yes.
He was paralyzed with joy.
Yeah.
That's why he has to sit down.
No, he was paralyzed.
No, you know what?
He said he made up a whole story
You know
about
what?
how he got
You know what I'll
hurt.
say?
What?
Motherfucker did it right.
Fuck him.
Why?
Fuck that guy.
Why?
That's
He
fucked up.
gave a story to the customers that he had.
But I think it's something about lying about physical
like movies?
situations.
You like movies?
Don't try
They're
to
all
do that
lies.
shit.
They're all lies.
Don't
You like
pull
movies?
that.
No.
Ethically,
I support the
guess.
dude. No, I support the dude.
Ethically?
If he tricked you into giving him
No,
money,
but no. But I believe how GoFundMe it works is that
if you lied, they're gonna-
if you're lying about the situation, they have all rights to pull that money from you.
I don't know if that's how Twitch works though.
But I think they was going through a GoFundMe.
Okay, fine.
I think it was a
Oh,
GoFundMe
yeah.
or Patreon
fine,
or something like
fine.
that.
Let's do it this way. You like WWE?
But those are
Hey,
independent
you
businesses.
like WWE? It's a damn.
Those are independent.
The guy is an independent
businesses,
streamer
and
who
they're allowed
has
to
a,
make their own rules.
and he can make
And
his
if
own.
he-
He can
and
make
if-
his own story.
Well, I
he
mean,
thinks
he
that's
took a hit because everybody just started unsubscribing, and then they took back their their subscriptions
you
this
could,
and
but
that.
you could if you did do it within
Yeah.
a certain amount of time, ask for a refund.
Yes.
My thing is, if you are smart enough to swindle someone out of money like that, then the people who got swindled deserve to get swindled.
Also, to show your face, like so in the, like people in your town don't know, like or maybe there's like. I know Twitch is majority young people, but that it has happened before, like YouTube. Someone lied about some problem they had or whatever. Like people in your town don't recognize you, especially when you're like 10,000, 20,000 followers, 100,000 followers. Once you get to that level, like you're pretty much your face is pretty much in the back of somebody's mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're telling me no one recognized you from the dude who's in the fucking wheelchair?
That is true. I didn't think about that.
That's why.
I mean, it's a crazy thing. But like
even like I knew kids. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I knew kids who like recognize a dude. Like kids,
Yeah.
especially if they're on Twitch, they gonna remember you.
Yeah.
They're gonna remember you because they're there every day.
Moral of the story, what he did, gave a story people enjoyed and liked, and they gave him money for it.
Yeah, but
Just like
ethically,
WWE
it's not
itself, it is a
right.
story.
But ethically, well, according to GoFundMe,
Okay.
he violated.
But he wasn't on
their terms and
GoFundMe.
agreement.
He wasn't on GoFundMe.
Whatever.
He was on Twitch.
Whatever. No. What they
oh, he used the Patreon, so
use
that's
the
Oh,
Patreon.
Patreon.
So according to Patreon,
Oh, okay.
he unethically
Okay.
acquired money through.
My thing is, how is it unethically?
Well, it's
He
they're
made a story.
Independent.
There's
Okay.
well, the thing is, there's
organism, so
other people
they
who
can
are,
make that rule.
yeah, there's other people who are also currently handicapped, right?
Right.
And they actually do the streaming, so then it damages them because now people are gonna question: are you really this and that?
They're
It
gonna hit
also-
the Jesse
not even
Smollett.
that.
I thought I wasn't gonna bring that up, did you? That Jesse Smollett shit. I can't stand that motherfucker.
Run a blank.
The dude that lied about getting jumped.
Oh yeah!
okay.
Oh my god! I had a noose around my neck and I just didn't know that. I left it there for 7 minutes. What was it? He left it for an hour or something like
yeah,
that.
eating a sandwich and shit in Subway.
How? Like,
Because
I'm
listen,
like-
but I don't get involved in
Yeah,
any
I
of this
know.
shit, right?
yeah.
But if you think I didn't dive deep into this story because
Even
first
Joe Budden says something about it.
when I first heard it, I'm like, this is stupid, right? I just felt like it just sounded crazy to me. As somebody who's been through the system, this is stupid, right?
Yeah.
So I'm listening to it, and I'm like, okay. But of course, I see, you got your blacks.
Yeah.
And, they want to, you got. I sound like so racist when I said that to my own people. You have certain groups that needs to be outraged, right? And a lot of them did come from my people. Okay, so
people are still outraged,
but I
don't like
from
outrage culture.
I come from a different place. I come from a place of a brain. I don't get mad about a lot of stuff because I've been through a lot of stuff. Yeah. So I look at the Jussie Smollett and I'm listening to it and I'm like, this sounds dumb to me, right? Don't make no sense, right? I think Trevor Noah said it first, best. You have one job as an actor. And it's to know where the fucking camera is, okay? You telling me you couldn't do that part, right? Yeah. So apparently he met up with these dudes beforehand. He met up with these dudes afterwards. And then all this happened in the span of an hour. And not only did I get any cameras that is lit in California, because, we lived in Patterson. You go downtown Patterson, you ain't get away with shit. Yeah. I promise you ain't getting away with nothing. Chicago's way worse than that. But he found the one camera that was pointing a different way. And he decided to get jumped. And you've seen the guys. Did you see the guys? The Nigerian brothers?
I've seen the videos.
Okay, cool. You see how big those guys are? I know a little bit about power, right? I know a little bit about power. Yeah. And one of them guys would have held on to that man and put a noose around his neck. He's not going nowhere. You ain't fighting back.
But you seen the presses he's made afterwards, right? Like how he's saying, like, I fought back, like I didn't just take the beating. My thing is,
he called him. He went back. Oh, it's so fucking cringing. Yeah. Because it's super embarrassing. Yeah. It's super embarrassing, and I'm not an easy person to be embarrassed about some shit. Yeah. It's super embarrassing, yo, because it's like, oh my god. All the shit you fucked up. You fucked up a lot of shit. You fucked up a lot.
Like, honestly speaking,
you fucked up a lot, yo.
Like, honestly speaking, he would be better off making a scene on TV that is somewhat relative to that other people can watch and be like, oh yeah, I can understand it.
He's as fake as Fousey too.
The best thing he could have done, this is my opinion, is that he come out and said, yeah, this was a promotional thing. I was told to do this. And then the people would have been like, we understand that. And nobody did, though. Yeah. He doubled down on it. He doubled down.
He even had his network behind his back, too.
So now the people at Empire, look, the guy who created the show looks stupid. Yeah. All these freaking Congress people look stupid who backed him up.
Oh, my God. Cory Booker?
Cory Booker and, what's her name? Keller?
Helen Keller?
Helen Keller. Whatever. Whatever her name is. What's her Keller? Is it? I'm sorry.
You can't even see the story. She's like, yeah.
Whatever. I knew it was Keller something. Right? I apologize. I knew she's like one of the top 4 Democrats. I'm just getting into the politics because I see some shit's getting crazy. Yeah. So I was just like, all right, let me see what's going on over here. And then all these people backed them without even knowing the full facts, and then they look bad. Yeah, it's fucking February. It's supposed to be Black History Month. Yeah, we look bad. The black people that supported it look bad.
You know, here's the funny thing. They're trying to spin it off now.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, but I just was listening to something this morning. So now, if let's just say if you're playing the left-right side game, right? If you're on the right side, everything is the Jussie Smollett situation right now. Everything that you say is, well, that could be Jussie Smollett, or you could be just lying, like just dude. I'm I've been watching. I've seen 4 days of CNN and all types of Fox and dude. That could be Jussie Smollett. That could be. I was like, damn, this dude fucked up, yo. Yeah, no. He really fucked up. And it's who hiring you after this? He like fucked up all his money.
They were like, it's impossible to say that Jussie Smollett will be Jesse's gonna be written off of Empire, right? Is it because he's such a crucial character? Well, I 100% believe. how do we kill this guy off this show?
Oh,
right now?
you got to. Now you're the boss like this. All right, listen, you better figure out how to kill the third lead of your show.
It's gonna be
Why?
a car crash and flipped it.
You don't have to.
I mean,
but in the world we live in now,
no bad publicity.
well, here's the thing. The thing is, people are flipping it around because they said because I believe isn't he getting charged for it because he filed
he just
false
turned
police
himself
report.
He just turned himself.
Yeah, it's like a false police report thing. So there's like a whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So somebody was like made a post. It was like this woman made a false police report. It was a white woman, right? And she didn't get served no time. Jussie Mollet's gonna serve some time because he made a false police report.
Okay, but there's some truth.
All right, yeah, I believe that.
The woman who just died admitted on her deathbed that she lied about Emmett Till. That's truth.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah.
Okay, people lie about people and get out for murder or get someone in trouble. Whatever, it happens. But now it's going to be viewed as, it's not going to be viewed seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a burn over.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just kind of like, it'll be like certain things and it'll be like, we'll just like, yo, he'll to us, he'll become Milli Vanilli.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It just becomes a joke, right?
So this is going to become a boy cries wolf situation.
Yeah, but in the unstable political times that we live in right now, that was a bad move.
Yeah,
it was a bad move, and it like.
When do you know? When would you know it's a bad move?
It's a bad move when you're when you're okay. I'm now.
My
I'm
thing
gonna
is,
say if we're talking left side, like it's a bad move if you're gay. It's a bad move if you're black. It's a bad move if there's a lot of right now you can't.
You don't know what's a bad move.
Cry out.
You don't know what's a bad move until it's done.
But it already showing that people are talking about
now.
It like now.
But before he did it, before it was done,
yes,
he should have made it and flipped it from the beginning, saying this is something that pushing towards the show that he's on, or he wants to I'd have been like he could have easily flipped it and said this is a documentary he wants to make and this is a reenactment.
Get as many lawyers as possible and be like, no, I wouldn't actually do this unless you're.
Now something has to, man.
I wouldn't actually do this. Let me actually be honest.
All right.
Like, you better be like, yo, my manager told me.
Yo, my manager said.
Yo, shout out to his manager. Be like, yo, you better put me in this. Yo, we got problems.
Yeah.
But you see how it's like now everything's looked at like. I just don't want it to become a situation where someone who really is affected, like from the LGBTQ whatever, and then now they're looked at like, oh, you sure you're not just looking for it? I don't want that to happen.
With that, it's similar to the rape culture in college. Remember the girl who accused the football team of doing it?
That girl's
and this is multiple stories of it. What happens is there's one girl, I believe she's a stripper, so accused the football team. They have video of her enjoying herself with them, and she's saying that she was raped. Court dismissed that. There was a point where a girl in college accused a boy of raping her, but they have text messages. They were both drunk, by the way. Have text messages saying that they're gonna meet up. She's asking him, "Are you bringing condoms?"
Oh, you're talking about the girl that destroyed that young man's life.
That's one of them.
But that took about 4 to 5 years. Just for that to happen, he missed out on his.
No. This one was right away. No, this one was to a white kid. The one I'm talking about next is going to be about the kid who's about to go to the.
I'm sorry to screw up your name, but the black kid at the time, he missed out on his scholarship.
Correct.
He missed out.
He was kicked out of the school.
He was kicked out of the school. He was kicked out. He was supposed to be going to the pros. Like she destroyed.
And then finally admitted to later on saying that it was a lie.
No, her friends caught her.
No, she in court she also admitted to being a lie.
Yeah, no, but she admitted it after her friends caught her.
Oh yeah, after all this,
saying that she was lying.
Yeah,
because the friends finally felt bad enough to be like, yo, they had to catch her as
correct.
She was going around bragging about
what
it.
What happens is this draws a lot of people, and with the rape culture, like everyone considers the rape culture not a bad thing, right? It is a bad thing, but not when you're saying regret sex is rape now. That's not right.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Just because you feel like shit because you chose somebody else.
I regret it. Yo, listen, there's some women that I regret.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, everybody has that.
It's not for the fact of like I just felt like maybe it was a waste of time.
Yeah.
Or whatever, but I'm not gonna call. I mean, as a man, I can't. I mean, it's sad to say, as a man, you almost can't call rape.
But now that's where we're stuck.
Let me tell you guys something, okay? I recently had an issue,
Who
right?
touched you?
Yeah, it was.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, so I have an issue. I reported this to HR and everything else.
Okay.
There's a woman in my office, right? She was she copped the feel on me, right?
Oh, she wanted
So,
a little
here-
fluffy boy.
Here's the
huh?
thing. Here's
Wait,
the
wait,
thing.
cop feel as in back end, front end?
Back end.
Oh, okay.
right?
Back end, so she grabbed a little squeeze.
Yeah. So like,
Okay.
here's my thing though, right?
Okay.
I demand respect because I'm not
Okay.
gonna do that to you
Word.
at the office and things like that. We're
Pay
not
me
like
first.
I'm at work. I'm at work. You know what I
Okay.
mean? This and that. I have a girl. Everybody in my office knows I have a fiance and everything
You
else.
don't know what that do though.
Word. That ring draws power.
Here's my thing. When I reported it, right? When I reported it, the whole situation, it was like looked at as, all right, you get over it. You know, in a sense, you know what I mean? Like you're like, but if
Okay,
let's
here's a
switch the
question.
roles.
Here's a
You know what I
question.
mean?
Here's a question. This is, you're right. You're right.
Mhm.
It should, if the roles were switched, it'd be something way different.
Oh
Right
my
away.
God,
You lose your job right away.
Everything.
Different, all types of stuff. Your life would be
Mhm.
ruined. But let me ask you a question: did she have more power than you?
What do you mean?
Did she hold a bigger position in
No.
the company? You know?
But that's the thing. If she
So-
did, that's quid pro quo, which is even
Just
worse.
talking like the advocate, you know.
I know, I'm saying though, like, yeah, you're using your
yeah.
power to not do that, which is a lot. What happens then is, this is definitely why office places have a
Right.
lot of male masculinity or toxic masculinity, is because you have a lot of male bosses who end up sleeping with their CEOs to try to use their power to
That's
get
not what
somebody
a
else,
boss is for.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
right?
Yeah.
My thing is,
I admit it. I've
some of these secretaries want it. And just don't come out later on because the sex was bad.
yeah.
You
Don't
see?
they?
And then they
I
come
personally-
out afterwards
yeah.
and try to use it over them. But like, no.
I
But
personally,
if you-
I know
if-
a lot of guys. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I know a lot of guys that were like, "Oh, like, yo, she look
Yeah.
good." But my thing is, like, for me personally, I'm a high roll guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like if I'm with somebody, it's 100% that person. You
Facts.
feel me?
No.
So I get there's sleazy people or like people who just like to entertain everybody else.
Men to be sleazy.
They everybody expects that, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like, cause when I talk about the way I like how I am and how I'm like, yo, like I like to keep it to one and focus on that, all
And
my
you've been
energy on
saying
that.
since day one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like for me, it's weird for people. Like for other women, they think I'm bullshitting. Like 100%. They're like, oh no, you're just trying to get in our pants. Like no, you're actually not my type. You know what I
Word.
mean?
Why is it being nice to a girl? They think that you're flirting with them.
I'm not.
Maybe you're just nice.
I'm just
Like I've had that
nice.
issue. I've had that issue
Word.
multiple
Word.
times.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
Like if I want
it's
you,
the way
I'll tell you right now. This,
I don't look at you no type of way.
I got lazy eyes.
I like to look sleepy.
This-
Maybe medicated.
I'll tell you right now. This
Maybe
is,
I'm medicated.
this
you
is
know?
where this is one thing I become very explicit with the females. Like if I want you to suck my dick, I'm gonna say suck
that's
my
what
dick.
I'm saying.
100%.
I'm like,
Am
if-
I bugging for that?
No.
So I always said, like, if I was gonna be the dude, if I'm
Yeah.
gonna, yo, you could ask a pass,
Yeah.
ask whatever. If I want it, I want it.
Basically, I'm gonna wear
it's not
shirt.
It's
I'm gonna
not
wear
a
shirt.
question. Yeah, it's not. I'm not dancing around and playing around with you.
Exactly.
None of that shit. It's not happening. I'm gonna come to you and be like, hey, yo,
You trying to smash?
you know,
There's
what's up,
no
man? Yeah.
string attached.
So if I'm being nice to you
Yeah.
as just a person, that don't mean I want to sleep with you. That is
Exactly.
mean.
Yeah.
I'm a nice,
nice
guy.
person.
I'm a nice dude.
Like they expect us
I
to
might
be
jerk
like, yo,
off to you, but
F
I'm
you.
a nice
Like
dude.
it was one time.
He said I
I
might
did
jerk
keep.
off.
Yeah,
This is
depends.
probably no longer a secret. This is probably not gonna be a secret.
Yeah.
It was one time.
It's a big
I
compliment.
was
though.
like, yo,
Big.
I was going out. I got some lunch. I was working with the young lady, and I said, hey, I came back. I knew she wanted. She was hungry.
Yeah.
So I came back with food. She think I want some cheeks. I was like, no, you're hungry.
My
I
thing
got
is-
you food.
my
Yeah.
thing is, if she
It didn't
thinks,
cost me more than like $7.
if she
You be
thinks,
fine.
if she wants to give you the cheeks for $10, then hey,
I'm like, no.
That's the
Oh,
thing.
She was like, oh, you know, I have a boyfriend. I'm like, so
Yeah.
what? You hungry?
see,
What are
at
you
a
doing?
time like that,
Oh
I
my
would
God.
How's he
simply
doing?
say-
I'm like, how's he doing? Actually, tell him to cash app you that money back. And if that's the case, give me back my cash.
I would have been. I would have been the nice guy I am, but the sarcastic guy I am as
You gotta
well.
be
I'd be
careful.
like, when he picks you up, do you want me to get him some too? Like, is he hungry?
Yeah, but when you're in a committed relationship, you got to be careful on just how you treat people.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. Yeah, cause like, I went to the laundromat with my girl, and basically like there was this girl that's just eyeing me the whole time, and then I didn't want to say nothing because I was like, you know, you don't want to think anybody's just into you. You know what I mean? She's eyeing me.
You know what? I'll give you the secret of life. Everyone's into you.
Yeah. So like 100%.
I think everybody. Someone says hi to me, I'm like, you're into me. Like you want it.
She definitely want dick.
100%. Like I was like, all right, you know, whatever. But I just messaged to my girl. I was like, yo, there's this girl. She's like, yeah, she was eyeing you, right? I was like, what is wrong with her?
I'll tell you about females. They peep that shit way before you even notice it. And I'm dumb, so I don't even see when a chick even is attracted to me. I don't even notice it.
Right?
But it's my girl probably seen it like a long time ago.
You know what it is?
So
this is how it is for me. Like at the times where I used to go to the mall with my wife, we'd walk, right? And I'd be like, and I'd play around. I'm like, and if I catch a girl looking in our direction, I'm like, yo, babe, she wants you. She'll turn and look. She's like, no, she's staring at your dick. I'm like, can we not?
Well, I also tell my wife, what you want me to do about that?
Right?
Huh? I'm blessed.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault you bought me the gray sweatpants.
Yo, hey, it's not my fault that the big man upstairs sent it. I just signed for it. Okay, how it flows in jeans and sweats, that's his business.
Right? You should. This what I tell my wife. I'm like, you bought me the clothes.
No,
like, it's not my fault.
My wife is not buying me clothes, though.
No, I'm lazy as hell. She knows my size. My wife knows my size.
Facts. I believe that 100%. My girl knows my size, and she knows what I like. She knows I like sweats and things like that.
That's beautiful. My wife does not
keep it simple
clothes at all. She doesn't. She's not good at guy clothes.
My girl looks at clothes that she could wear too, so she can take it from me.
She tells me all the time. I think I'm gonna start getting into fashion a little bit more because messing with my household. I'm just gonna be wearing sweats for the rest of my goddamn life.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
I know, but now that
it's
I'm
cozy.
starting to be somebody. I gotta sometimes dress up in like professional shits and
I've been
look clean.
I've been looking at how I used to like dress up all the time. Now I'm like looking at dress shoes. I'm like, oh,
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You know what?
Look at that blazer.
Stacy, what you say?
I'll tell you right now. I see the way I used to dress and I see the way I dress now. I'm like, I'm finally fitting my clothes. I was small as hell. I'm like, that shirt fits me now.
Yo, he used to look like a stick figure and then wearing his
like,
big
okay, you know what's
clothes.
crazy? Like now you see my forearm pops out more than this little bone on the side. This bone used to like protrude outwards, and I had like no forearms. I was able to grab my bicep with one hand. My thighs were like that big. It was fucking weird. And now I'm like,
how does it feel to not go up that much?
What do you mean?
You didn't go up that much.
A lot more.
I could definitely grip your arms with my hand, but
that's fine.
What you're saying?
It's cool.
His metabolism's still fast.
Yeah, I hear you. Whatever.
It's cool. At least I will never look like a golf ball standing on a toothpick anymore. God. You're stuck with that for your life.
What you mean?
Your head
is
like
real,
you have there. Your neck doesn't grow too much. You have no shoulders or traps. You have. I feel bad for you. Like here up, you pecs down, you're good. Here up, it's just horrible.
Here up.
Yeah, you have no shoulders.
So you want a complete killer. Okay,
go ahead.
Who likes to strike a lot? That has these giant ass shoulders. Do I look like Tyrone Woodley? No, I don't. Also, I'm not gonna have traps in my neck because I'm not lifting semi fucking trucks. Okay, I don't need
but you want them.
All right. No, I don't.
You don't want shoulders.
I don't. I just want to look good naked. Okay.
Yeah, here
that's
down.
really
like,
what I want.
Up.
Don't matter. I don't gotta focus on this right here.
You're gonna wear a nung top.
That's just nothing. Do you understand? If everything down here is beautiful, all I need to do is take off my fucking shirt.
Let me fix that out real quick.
All right. Now let you take off
from your neck. From your neck.
Fucking shirt.
From your neck to your knee.
Standing next to God. All right.
What do you mean?
I got you all beat. I'm jelly, so I'm good.
I'm just saying, Matt. Shoulder to your kneecap, you could look like a god. Go ahead.
Isn't that what's most important? So my face ain't looking. I don't look good in the face either.
Depends on the day. Okay, depends on how much light.
I give you a clear 6. Right. This is a clear 6. Okay. I won't go 5. I'm not JuneBug sexy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely a good 6.
But
JuneBug definitely like an 8. You know what I mean?
He can get it.
He can get it.
If I was gay, you can get it.
You know what? You know what? Fuck what you talking about. That girl should have copped the film. Okay? When she ever was gonna have the chance.
For real.
You know what? Fuck you talking about? No, I'm fucking around. He's like, nah, yo, don't even get me in trouble.
My girl's in the other room.
Hey, don't you do it. Don't you do it.
She's about to go and get up and get in here, drag me out, and be like,
I told you not to have friends. I told you not to have friends, but I told you.
If she pays for your guys' bills, will your wife be okay with it?
What?
If that girl who copped the field pays your bills.
Wait. So if this girl becomes your $1,000 universal health care, right?
Nah. Universal basic income.
Here's the thing. Like,
if that's your basic income, all she got to do is give you a double tap on the chin.
I can give you a 100% clear answer because we spoke about this. So 100%, she says that she don't care. She rather go broke with me as long as it's with me. But at the end of the day, like if I do anything wrong, she can't respect that. She respects herself too much for me to allow that.
That's beautiful.
You know what I mean? Which is great. You know, 100% respect that because like,
hey, there's always a price.
Yeah,
there's always a price.
Nah.
Hey,
$1 billion for your
until somebody
man.
show up with $1 million and they're like, let me just suck that. And then she be like, I'm gonna go shopping real quick.
At least in this corner right here.
Yeah.
This little I don't know how that corner, but this corner right here.
What do you mean?
My wife says, if you find someone to pay all our bills, you do you.
It's on, son.
You do you. I'm
it's
like,
on.
if I can pay for my house in 3 years, fuck
not
it.
even 3 years.
Fuck it right
not
away.
Even.
Take
They
that life
Give
saving.
me an installment right now.
Right?
Okay. I'm like, baby, I'll be home later.
Like Papa needs a new car.
Oh, man.
Nah, but $1,000, nah. I wouldn't do it for
But I'm saying all my bills get paid.
All your bills? Hold on.
I know in this corner.
So every job you work.
All cash in my pocket.
That's all cash.
All money in my pocket.
So
I pay for nothing.
Taxes and everything. Done.
Yeah.
Oh, JuneBug. You know, I'm faithful, but
my wife, I'm glad. This is how crazy it is.
I'm getting a text message. I think we should try this out.
Nah. My wife says, go for it. Like, I told her the same thing, too. Like, if you find a guy to get our pay, like, even if she finds a woman to pay for everything.
You better not say that out loud.
Why not?
Right,
you got some sugar mamas watching it.
You're going to have the one person hit. I'm going to get an email. Dude, give Jack my number. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah. Give me it.
I'm going to send her mine and be like, what's up?
This is how it's going down. Me and my wife agreed upon this. Like, we're good.
Oh, God.
3 to 5 years. I'm not talking to you ever again, but we're good.
No texting at this hour from this hour. This that you want.
We're still married, but listen, you gotta respect my other lady's hours. Okay, it's 9 o'clock to 2 a.m.
If you need me for advance notice, all right.
Kids got something going on.
Extra hours.
Shoot me a message. Email me in case I don't.
You'll never see me in the studio again, right?
I might be somewhere in the. You might be. I might be doing real shit talks from the Bahamas. You know what I mean? Be right on the beach, just oiled up and glisten. Hello, how you doing?
Chest down. Chest to me.
Oh wow.
No calves. You gotta wear those long, like knee-high socks.
They're gonna need an extended camera because.
That mental image has destroyed me for now.
No, it didn't. You're like, man.
You're talking about the zoom-in lens?
Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom all the way out. You're gonna realize, they was actually shooting Matt from a mountain. And I'm going, they're gonna be zooming out. They're like, what's all that coming all the way up the mountain? Like, yo, when did be? What time is it? Sorry.
It's 12:54.
Wow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm like, oh man. Yo, real quick, I got a little announcement to make.
Yeah, go for it.
You quitting? Yes. JuneBug, you coming back? Awesome. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Fuck both yourselves, okay? Shut this bitch down. All right.
Go ahead.
It's a conversation I had with a young guy the other day, and you do not, and I'm gonna say it live, do not want a penis down to your kneecaps. That was it.
Okay.
But why?
No girl's gonna accept a 22-inch dick.
That I will show you videos right now.
Man. That would have to be a job, though.
She has a 2-foot dildo, fucking herself with it.
Not from the base, though.
You see it protruding through the stomach.
Actually, my friend sent me a video of a woman with like one of those ginormous things, right? And then she like puts it all through her anal cavity.
You see?
Yeah.
You see it in the stomach, like hitting it? Yeah.
Yeah. I showed my girl that. My girl's like, oh my god, hell no.
That's a rare beast. That's a rare beast.
I'm sorry.
So is a dick to the kneecap.
Women are not rare. Like,
those are soulmates.
Vaginas are
those
not rare
are
beasts
soulmates.
Yeah, there's so many 22-inch penises should not be legal. And
I think the largest
that should be a registered
weapon.
You should get that registered.
No, I think the largest is 16
wear it
inches.
as you should put have a wheelchair for it so you can walk around. Cause
a whole extra.
I used to joke around like that, and then we was talking about it, and because of course I'm gonna end the show like this. I was bleaced. Okay.
I was
bleaced. Okay. And we're talking. And he's like, "Yo, if I had dicked out to my kneecaps, I have bad bitches." And I was like, "No, you wouldn't. A lot of people be scared of you.
I think
right?
so too.
You want to be blessed like your boy. All right. And so let's end it especially like the cuddle master over here, dude. Anytime, you know what it is. I love having fun with you. You can always come through whenever you have free time. Just pop your head in. You know what I'm saying?
Which one?
You gotta give us advance notice about the other one, baby. Definitely just shoot us some bad. You know
the podcast came gay last 2 minutes of the show, right?
Huh?
Said somehow the podcast became gay last 2 minutes. Talking about dicks, slowly popping the head in out of nowhere.
Universal income.
Universal income.
If I had a universal income, I would be 100%.
If we had universal income,
I would become a porn star.
And we wouldn't need to talk about dicks live. Real talkers. Later, people.
Superb.